Alright, Cheezers, hello and welcome to another gameplay for the finals. This one was pretty crazy, so as soon as this game happened, I figured I gotta throw this up. There's actually two really good games this tourney. Might catch you off guard a little bit. Doing a gameplay of the finals. So it's kind of funny for a game called the finals that whenever I do gameplays of it or of the tourneys or whatever, I usually cut them down. I usually do one round now, and I pretty rarely show the final. Like, I just don't really do it that often. It's just normally, I think on YouTube, like the least entertaining of the rounds to watch. It can be the most intense if it's like ranked, for example, or if I was still on the Emerald climb and, you know, obviously trying to get those wins to count towards that, but neither of those things apply here. So yeah, I just generally think it's the least fun round to watch, but this was a pretty crazy one. And it was probably my most like damage that I've put out in a final, I think, maybe ever. Like, it was a lot. It's obviously kind of hard to say because I've played in enough to where it's like, I don't know, there could have been one where I've done more, but this is a lot. This is a lot, so I decided to throw this one up. And what I was thinking about for this one is we're getting pretty close to the new season. Finally, like, getting some intel on it. We got the teaser, we got the blog post, had a lot of stuff in it, and there should be a lot more like concrete stuff coming out pretty soon. I would imagine like a full trailer, and they do their live streams. I'm sure those will probably, I think they always do like an early thing for content creators or whatever to like showcase the new season. I would imagine that's coming pretty soon. So like this gameplay would be kind of fun for this point in the week, but later in the week, I imagine there'll be some stuff like that to talk about, because I think it should be coming shortly. And obviously looking forward to the next season. What I was wondering about in this one is like, what do we think the meta is going to look like for ranked next season? Because it's been weird. Like, we haven't had ranked cash out for over a season, and like, yes, the Emerald climb things did get a little bit sweatier, but like, honestly, in my experience, it's not that crazy, especially now. I think that a lot of people that like really wanted Emerald to have gotten it. I just feel like it's not that crazy, like, compared to actual you know, season 2 or 1 like ranked cash out. It's not nearly that competitive, especially season 2. But it did get a little bit sweatier, so we just can't really like gauge what it's going to look like based off of like current cash out, I think. And then obviously the part that makes this really hard to predict is there'll be I would hope a lot of changes. Should be a pretty big patch. We didn't really get a whole lot with season 3, so I'm hoping it's a pretty big patch. And obviously like new equipment and stuff to play with, but so it's going to be like an impossible thing to predict. But that being said, I still think it's fun to think about, so I've been thinking about it. What I can imagine is I think I'll probably end up running light more often, and I'm running light in this gameplay because my teammates are randoms, and they were both queued on light. And in my experience, whenever you solo queue into 2 lights, they never swap. So you might as well go triple light, because playing as the solo medium or the solo heavy with 2 light teammates, unless your light teammates are really good, is just often like super frustrating and just not worth it at all. It's just terrible. It's just not a good experience. So when you're in that situation, you might as well go triple light. And so that's what we're playing here. I don't really think triple light's good. But I have played light a lot recently because I keep getting into these team comps where I just have to play light. And I've gotten used to it, and I've had fun with it. And I think it's pretty good. I think light's in a pretty good spot right now. It got a lot better this season. And I think there's a lot of reasons with the new cash out rules why I think light should be pretty good. So like, for one, the extra money that you get from kills, I think light's really good at cleaning up kills and creating kills. So like, if you have a light that's really good at that and just creating a lot of kills on the map, you know, that could get you a lot of money that way. And then of course, light is obviously going to be the best class to get the plug money, and that money is really, really, really valuable. And then not just the money itself, but like being able to control the flow of a game with that too. Like, for example, being able to get the double plug at the end, and, you know, a lot of the time just the plug money alone on that will put you in the lead, but it'll also set you up to maybe, you know, keep that second place team if that's who you want to play in the final, or like maybe try to, you know, work another team in. It'll make it a little bit easier a lot of the time to set up those scenarios. Like, so for those two reasons in particular, I just think light is actually like really useful. And then again, obviously, like it got a lot stronger. It got some nice buffs. It got a lot stronger this previous season, or current season rather, I should say still. So yeah, just like I think light's pretty legit, and I think heavy, medium, light is probably what the play is gonna be, I would imagine. It's hard to say because there's a lot of valid team comps right now. Like I still think double heavy is pretty good. Like obviously at playing the objective, or rather I should say like at stealing cash outs, right? When it comes to getting the plug money, you want the light, but when it comes to stealing cash outs, double heavy should still be the best. When it comes to defending a cash out that you own, double heavy should still be the best. So I think that'll still have some merit to it. Double medium heavy is still really good. You know, a lot of the benefits from double heavy, well, you lose a little bit, but you still get to have 2 heal beams instead of 1. You get to keep the health up a little bit more. That can be beneficial. Triple medium can be really, really annoying to deal with. So I think that has some like legitimacy to it as well. So there's a lot of comps that you could go with. Again, I think heavy, medium, light actually might... Well, for one, I think it's the most fun. I think it's what the main meta team comp should be if the game is in a good state. So for one, I think that. And then 2, like, I just... I don't know. I think that having just, like, the well-rounded nature of having, like, each class and having that little bit of... you know, whatever comes with each of their kits, like I think that's really valuable. And now that the classes are in a pretty good state, I think that'll be a really nice thing to have. Again, like I said, curious what you guys think. Obviously, things could change. With the patch, so this video I'm sure will age poorly. But yeah, I think we'll see a lot more heavy, medium, light. I think it'll still be the same stuff that we've seen in the previous seasons, but I just think heavy, medium, light will become a bit more commonplace. And maybe will even become like the main meta team comp. That's what I'm expecting to see. And yeah, we'll have to see how that plays out. But yeah, I've been enjoying light a lot. So what I'm running in this game is I'm running obviously the dash. I'm not a cloak light. Honestly I hate the cloak. I hate running cloak. I just do not enjoy it. Just the way it plays. I don't know, just doesn't mesh with me. I like having the dash. I like having the movement. I was a big guy on Advanced Warfare, on Halo 5. I really enjoyed those games. This movement just clicks with me, and I really enjoy using it. I like using the sonars. I think they're pretty handy. Probably pretty replaceable too, but I think they're just convenient, especially playing with randoms. I should say that if you're playing with a team of 3, if you're all calming, it's probably not as necessary. But playing with randies, I think sonar grenades are pretty good. I think that the glitch grenades that I run are really, really nice. That's pretty commonplace. Sometimes I'll swap them out, but I like to keep the glitches. I think they're really useful. And then I'm running the gateway as well, which the gateway is the thing that I think I could probably utilize a bit better, more so than everything else in my kit. I think the gateway is pretty cracked. I think you can, make some crazy plays with it. I definitely do not utilize it to its potential. But it's something that I'm working on. I'm trying to get better with that and try to incorporate it into fights a little bit more instead of just, using it as a tool to get the cash across the map. But yeah, the gateways. That's a big reason too of why I think Light's going to be so commonplace. Like that plug money, a big reason why Light's so good at it is the gateway. Like the gateway makes it so much easier to nab that. And yeah, I just think it's probably going to be necessary. Another thing for this game is I was using a new controller. So the left bumper, which I use a lot with the button layout that I use on this game, I have to press the left bumper to select my equipment or whatever. So I think that this game probably torched my left bumper. I think it's probably a reason why I had to switch controllers. But yeah, left bumper went bad. It's just like it works. I don't know. I have to press it like a certain way for it to work. It's not very comfortable. It's not very good. It's just chalked. So I'm keeping that controller around for racing because for racing games and stuff, whether it be Halo and on Forza, I don't really have to use the left bumper. So I'm going to use that controller for that. And then for finals and shooters and stuff like that, I'm going to use my new controller, which I'm using in this gameplay. And I got to say, it feels pretty freaking good. I'm pretty happy with the one that I got. I think it feels really good. Like I noticed that my tracking seems a lot better in general. And then specifically like when people use jump pads and stuff like that, it's still not my strong suit, but I feel like I can track that a little bit better than I used to be able to. I feel like I can get kills off of people like hitting jump pads a little bit better than I used to be able to, which is obviously really useful. It's obviously really useful. So, yeah, it's good stuff. I really like the new controller. But that's about it. As far as like, I don't know, shooting the shit, stuff to talk about, I'm kind of out for this one. The main one for this, again, was like, what do you think the team comp's going to be? And hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, because I was kicking ass in this one. It's a really fun tourney as well. I'll show the score at the end, too. Our teammate with the sniper, this is when, once we won that initial fight on this one, I felt pretty good because we had a teammate with a sniper. Obviously, he's going to come up on the crane and just be annoying, so felt pretty good about closing out the W here. But yeah, still looking forward to Season 4. Hoping that we get that, you know, more intel, more gameplay this week. Yeah, I'm just ready for this game to feel back, because Season 3 without ranked cash is just so weird. It's just so weird, and I'm really looking forward to feeling like I'm actually playing this game again. Even obviously I have been playing it, but it's just not the same. So looking forward to getting back to what I think is good about the finals. But obviously, there we go. Wrap up that fight there. Like I said, our sniper just went off. So as soon as we won that initial fight, it was just going to be really hard for them to deal with our sniper. GG's, over 11k damage in the final. Pretty good, pretty good. Again, don't know if I've ever done more than that, but that felt like the most. But I'll leave in the rest of this gameplay to show the score or whatever. But I'm peacing out for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you in the next one.